Good morning, everybody. Dude, I don't know what it keeps saying. You see this at the bottom left? I don't know what that shit is, but it's like low key gonna piss me off. Um, Market just opened 12 minutes in 40 seconds ago. I was having some issues with market open today. Hold on. But the way I'm getting my live trading data, because if you don't have live trading data, you're you're genuinely gambling in the markets, okay, and you have zero clue what's going on. I didn't speak about this, but I was kind of just bearish for the day. I'll go over why I thought that, but basically, sometimes I would like in the past I would get on prop firm accounts and I would just fuck around, but I think I had like a Tradeify account or something. It's like you could pass it in a day or 2 days or something. It was just a regular 50K account, but when you buy those accounts, those funded accounts, it automatically comes with CME level 1 data, which is basically all you need for live um, price action, price data, whatever you want to call it. But instead of paying $4.15 a month, I get it for free on my live account. Hello, how we doing, everybody? I'm back. I had to use the potty. All right, I had to use the potty. We're gonna kind of go over price action a little bit here. I mean, from the lens of a profitable trader. I mean, I removed all my drawings. I previously had I had the chart marked up a little bit, but I mean, it's not terrible price action today, but it also isn't necessarily clean. Um, it's the kind of environment that can bait, mediocre participation while giving very little true asymmetry, unless your execution is extremely selective. So for me, what stands out first is the structural condition. Price is clearly trading beneath my marked supply zone. Well, whatever supply zone I had marked. Beneath the 24,277 level. So the broader intraday posture is still bearish. That's very important because it kind of tells you that the market has already demonstrated a willingness to auction lower and reject higher prices. So on a directional basis, shorts make more sense than longs, but directional bias alone is not enough. And a profitable, a true capital manager does not trade because just a bias or a narrative exists. Um, they'll trade because bias, location and confirmation and converge and whatnot. The convergence is where this chart becomes less attractive. Um, the biggest issue is that the market is now trading mid-leg, not really at an obvious inflection. The cleanest short would have either been, the first rejection from the supply band, the retest and failure of 24,277, I'll say. So this slow rejection right here. Or, like a lower high formation followed by decisive displacement. But, instead the market is now sitting at a sell-off. Compressing lower resistance. Lots of short-term back and forth. Really just a poor place to initiate because, my entry's no longer near the source of invalidation. I was kind of in the shitter, so you got to do what you got to do, I had to use the bathroom, And I'm not going to lie, I was just, I don't know, charts make me nervous sometimes. Psych, boy. Va, 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 va. Yeah. A profitable trader would also notice that the candles are showing diminishing directional efficiency earlier the market had, cleaner downside expansion. Now it is printing a more hesitant sequence. Sharp down move, bounce, another push, and shallow rotation. That usually signals one of two things. Either sellers are still in control but temporarily less aggressive, or the market is entering a balancing phase before the next impulse. So both scenarios can still lead lower, but neither one really gives you the same quality of entry as the initial rejection did. This distinction is subtle but extremely crucial. A market can remain bearish while simultaneously becoming untradeable at your current location. You're not always gonna have, the perfect entry. It's not always gonna be perfect, but some are prettier than others. Okay, so another important thing that I noticed is really just the shape of the retracements. The pullbacks are not especially constructive for aggressive longs because they fail, beneath prior structure and remain capped under overhead supply. So I would not be interested in buying unless price reclaimed 24,277 with conviction and showed acceptance above it. But for the shorts, while the bias is aligned, the current retracements also are not especially pristine. They are, a bit jagged, a bit loose, lacking the kind of orderly lower high that lets you define risk with precision. So Mr. Capital Manager here is always asking, where is my invalidation? And is it tight enough relative to my target? Here the answer is somewhat muddy, unless you wait for price to revisit the underside zone and whatever rejection zone I was speaking of, 277, I think. So chart's definitely in bearish character today. Mediocre execution quality. Okay, not the best, not the worst, like I said. I kind of really went over everything. I kind of just talked your guys' ear off there, but, would I trade right now? Not enthusiastically. Okay, not enthusiastically. But, I wouldn't enthusiastically because, although the market, is maintaining bearish structure, the present location is too reactive, too internal. We're not really in a premium or a discount. We're kind of in the middle. And it's just too detached from the cleanest resistance reference. So, trade is no longer, it's just lower quality. So for me personally, to be able to enter enthusiastically, I would either wait for a retracement into a more meaningful decision point and short the rejection, or wait for a fresh continuation pattern with a cleaner compression. Breakout. If neither happens, I'll let it go. Live to trade another day. Preserve capital for another day. So I'm not necessarily trying to force a trade out of this. But, the market has earned my participation for the day. And, it was a blessing to wake up and witness it and go over PA. And, I love talking about it, okay? I love talking about it. I love talking to you guys. Thanks for tuning in, okay? Thanks. Let's get the screenshot. Let's get the thumbnail going, buddy. Yeah, so, mediocre market conditions. No enthusiastic entries really presented themselves while I was at my desk. Okay, I had to, I consumed a lot of caffeine and I almost shit myself, but I didn't. So, all is well. I hope all is well with you ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the price action overview today. I went a little bit more in depth, as opposed to previous days. I don't really go too in depth. I kind of keep that to myself in my journal. But, I figured I'd put you on with some sauce, maybe a couple vocab words or two. I know I dropped a few on you, but even if I don't take a trade, I like getting on the markets and looking at what's going on. Cause some days, it fucks me, and some days it blesses me. Okay, it depends on the day. But regardless of what does happen, I don't really let it affect me emotionally anymore. I used to, lose. I would lose a lot of money in a day. I would just keep trading, and now that I look back at that, and like, I just can't believe I fucking did that shit. That was extremely silly of me, but it's okay. Okay, it's okay. And excuse me, that was extremely disgusting. So yeah, I don't know. I got a little bit on my mind today. Nothing necessarily negative, but I don't know. The first rejection at 24,277. Like I said, that was really the entry I would have taken, but like I said, I was in the restroom, so it's okay. I'm not even really sure if I would have entered off that, because maybe on the 1 minute, it actually was kind of minty on the 1 minute for my entry, but it's okay. Sometimes it happens. Like I said, it wasn't the mintiest price action, but like I said, not too shabby either. So this video is getting a little bit long here. We're approaching about 10 minutes here, but I just wanted to kind of recap the PA. And it's not too shabby. So I do want to tell you about something, though, before I say peace out to y'all. Man, I've been talking to this girl, man, and I don't know, bro. I really like her, bro. She's so pretty, bro. She's the prettiest girl in the world, and it's like, whenever I'm with her, like, I don't even like try to be on no like lustful shit, I guess. I don't know, like I could be with her, and like sometimes we kiss and stuff, but it's like I don't even be trying to do nothing more than that. Like, shit, I'll be down, but I'm not trying to. And she gave me this bracelet and this ring. We're married. We're married. Let's go. But she just make me smile every day. I like waking up to her text, man. And man, she just a bundle of joy. She just make my life sunshine and rainbows. Swear to Billy Jenkins, bro. You would not believe, but I'll give you we had one on a date to like some park or something. It was so beautiful, and we got Culver's. Anyways, if anybody's out there and you're struggling, we all have good days and bad days. All you need to do is just don't give up, bro. You're gonna die eventually, so don't cut it short. Don't give don't give in to any negative thoughts. Spread some positivity. Go make somebody smile. Maybe go get a cup of coffee and go compliment the what's it called? The barista. Go compliment her or him or they them. Those they thems be making your coffee right. I swear. They're fire with it. But anyways, y'all have a great day, and I just kind of yapped a little bit, but y'all take care.